Beneath Apparel, and it's in the classics, like all the PJs and sleepwear.
Wow, you're really... Hey, we're back. We're back on video, but you've been doing audio.
I was doing a great job.
You're doing a great job.
All right, so that's it. So, we have
Did you get every sponsor?
No, I was just getting through the sustainability of Beneath.
Hansen Surfboards.
Hansen Surfboards. You can order your surfboards. You can order your clothing. You can order everything. Hansen Surfboards. Or just stop in if you're in Encinitas, California.
Pannikin Coffee and Tea.
That is the place where you get caffeinated in the morning, especially if you live in Encinitas, California. But you can also order coffee and shirts and all kinds of other crap online.
On the internet.
On the internet. And we also have K2 Snowboard. Snowboard season may be over, but it's never too early to stock up for next season.
Who is the best? Did you have a K2 standout at Holy Bowly?
I don't remember.
There's so much bowling going on.
There's a lot of bowling. Anyway,
Chemistry Surfboards, you say?
Chemistry Surfboards, they make surfboards. You should know that by now. Yeah. New Greens, we did talk about them. NanocraftCBD for all your aches and pains and swelling.
Swelling.
That's swell. You can diswell it with NanocraftCBD. Adventure.io. Adventures are coming soon. I feel like they're always coming soon. Have Adventures ever gotten here?
Yeah. Adventures have gotten here.
Okay, Adventures have gotten here. And then we also have You Online, our home away from home.
You
Online. All right,
so I have a little bit of a conundrum here.
What is it?
So the phone number of our first guest is in my phone.
Oh my god.
Oh, which I can check it's in Instagram, right? Watch this.
Okay.
Instagram.
Here we go. This is me hosting the podcast alone again. I feel like this should have been a 420 podcast.
Oh man.
Podcast?
I realized our 420 episode had no
audio.
No, it had no
listeners.
No listeners for sure. No, nothing really having to do with 420. I can't check my messages on here.
Yeah, right here. That's the thing.
Oh. All right, you wanna get your phone ready?
We're gonna call him on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he know that I'm calling?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Give me the number.
Okay.
Wait, don't say it out loud because people might get.
It's right here.
All right. I'm looking. You talk now.
Hey. Okay. So our first guest. This is gonna be super awesome.
This is surf news, by the way.
Comes at us from probably, I would say, like vlog life is
what if he doesn't
taking over the world. But this guy has a vlog that is among the best of the best. Truly a gift to the vlogosphere. The latest episode of this particular channel was nothing short of stellar.
You know what's rad?
Yep.
When they don't answer the phone.
I might have said 11. Oh, hello. Is this Beefs TV? Hey, it's Chris Coté and Todd Richards, the world's greatest action sports podcast, Monday M.A.S.S. Did you know we're calling?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, here we go. All right, now we're working.
Yeah.
Ready for this day.
Okay,
yes.
Great.
Okay.
Stash marks on my wall. You're waiting for it.
Nice.
I've been blessed this morning.
Well, here's the backstory to this. Todd and I are both huge fans of Beefs TV. We love every episode, but notably the last episode featuring the Wedge in all of its carnal glory was just incredible. And I think I loved the visuals, obviously, but the audio.
Yeah, nobody tunes in for no one tunes in for the surfing. Everyone just tunes in for the banter.
The banter. So let's
record this so I can share this with my wife?
Yes. We will call your wife direct and tell her how great you are if you want.
Yeah, she doesn't think I'm great, but hey, to know you're my two fans, I'm just so appreciative.
Nice. Hey, give us a little bit of the backstory about Beefs TV. Where, why, and when did this all start?
It started as a joke, really. I wasn't into YouTube. I was just making videos as a joke and putting them on, but the original videos I took down because they were kind of a little gnarly, a lot of them. And then it actually started because my wife was like, man, you go video all the time, because I do it for my job. And she's like, you should show all this stuff. Everyone watches YouTube. And I was like, oh, okay, it was kind of like, she was telling me that. And then Kalani was like, man, I would video him and he would get bummed out when I put like a lot of music, and he was more like, I want the raw stuff. Like, can I have the talking? And I was like, oh. At first I didn't want to give him clips. I didn't want to give him clips because I'm like, it's so bad. But then he was so juiced on it that I'm like, all right. And then people kind of liked it. Some people don't. But, you know, I think it just shows, like, it helps you, like, you're there a little more.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's kind of like the guy at Wedge was like, man, you kind of just blurt stuff out and you kind of say what you're thinking, and it's like what we're all thinking, but no one really just shows that. And so I think that's why people can, it's relatable, maybe, you know? And I mean, sometimes I'm like, man, I just talk too much, but I think it's a different watching experience than like just music, you know, because I've made a million videos with music, and with this YouTube thing, I've actually like degressed, you know. I like.
We think the opposite, because it's true. It's an experience. It's like you're there. It was like Todd and I were standing right next to you at the Wedge, and I literally, I mean, I was rewinding things because I left the room for a second. I had to rewind it to see and hear what was happening. So whatever you've been doing in the last year or so is spot on. So keep doing it. All right, we'll stop propping you up.
I just. At what point, like, you know, obviously Kalani has completely given up on surfing, and now he only stand-up boogie boards, which is fairly incredible. Yeah, he is. What was he claim? He's the number one world champion.
He's the
number one bodyboarder.
Oh,
how many years running
general.
How many years running is that?
Well, since he did the 14 spins at lowers, that's what kind of got his foot in the door. And then I tried to get him I called up the
Guinness Book?
International Bodyboarding Committee. Because I used to be a bodyboarder myself.
The IBC, yeah.
They were taking my calls, so we just dubbed it ourselves, you know. And I actually got him an award. I made him some shoes and got him an award, you know. So
that's
he
how.
feel like he was winning.
That's how we got the moniker of the world's greatest action sports podcast. If nobody's gonna give you that award, you just give it to yourself.
Right.
Yeah, you got it.
You just take it.
Did you go to the trophy store and make a trophy? 'Cause
Oh, we should make a
trophy.
We have
trophies in the works.
We have a neon sign.
We have a sign. Yeah. So
100% official at this point.
let's hear about this Wedge swell. I think that is kind of a video that anyone can enjoy because it's just pure carnage, excitement, and it was absolutely pumping. So tell us about that particular session at the Wedge. What made it special? What made it scary? Who were the standouts?
Yep. One thing I'd like to touch on though before I don't want to out-talk you on your own talk show, but I actually did really bodyboard, and you know it's a joke, but I actually film bodyboarding too. It's not like it's more just fun and jokes, and actually the bodyboards get some rad stuff, and we're trying to set up a duel between Kalani and then a guy who's really nuts at Kauai, Dave Hubbard, a stand-up duel at lowers.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Hubbard's a legend.
Yeah. Dave's the other brother. Jeff's the world champ, but Dave is also a champion. So it could go down.
Sick.
We'll be there.
That's the way. Wedge was big. The footage you're talking about, that's actually not even the big day. There's already like 30 videos of the big day. That was the day before.
Right.
So it was the precursor. And I'll probably make a video of the real big day soon. But it was still, there was waves. And it was a little more, I think the big day was a little more makeable, but the action, the first day was pretty good. I mean, a lot of guys were really doing it. And I feel when I video and there's a lot of boards breaking, it's kind of like a funny thing. So there was a lot of boards broken, and so I knew it was a pretty good day. But yeah, it's crazy how many people are stoked to watch guys pulling in on closeouts. Like for me, I feel what I like, and I like watching it. So I guess there's other people like me.
Did anyone get destroyed? Was there anyone that got hurt that day?
Crazy thing is that kid Tanner, who is a pro bodyboarder, like one of the best in the I don't know, just some guy was like dressed with a headband, and he was trying to ride.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was going on.
Shore break guy?
No,
Yeah,
like
and then I think Tyler goes, it's all fun and games till, you know, someone's got to go jump in and get the guy out of the water. But his system kind of worked. He caught some nice rides and kind of just got, it like flowed right onto the sand every time, so he didn't get stuck down.
he was sand sliding.
He was sand sliding, and I love I'm always looking for that weird shot, so he was definitely a star performer.
I like it. Let me ask you about Blair Conklin. I think Blair is probably one of the greatest surfers ever to do it, and I know when I watch him on a skimboard, I see John. I see something that I've never really seen before. How good? I know you've filmed Blair a lot, and in watching him, especially the last couple days, I mean, how good is Blair in the grand scheme of like all surfers, bodyboarders, skimboarders?
He to me is it's baffling because we watched him grow up, and he really, you know what's crazy is he was a skimboarder, and we knew him as a skimboarder. He'd come in to catch surf and, you know, buy boards before he was sponsored, and he actually was a bodyboarder too, and then didn't start surfing till later, which super blows my mind because the fact is he's naturally talented, and like just seeing him, like he has that Jawn. I've always called him the Jawn of skimming because he's got that, like, if you look at the way he puts his arms in certain positions, and when he skims, if you look, like, I mean, filming him so much, I've noticed that he can slide and kind of do it. There's a few guys who can slide effortlessly and just like literally glide and understand the dynamic of the wave, and he blows my mind.
Yeah.
And it's like, so fortunate to like kind of video him and help him, like, you know, like now he's got his own YouTube that's just crushing it, but like, you know, when we were first filming him, people would come to me and no one even knew who he was, but they're like, this guy's like blowing my mind because he's doing stuff and he's just riding real small softboards. Like we developed a board around him, this 54-inch, it's the 54 special. He was kind of just surfing that, so it's like a 4-6 surfboard, and I've watched him like do full 360 shove it with pin. And I mean, I've missed some clips, I've lost some clips, but the stuff he does is pretty out of control. And then on that stab thing with Mason, like you can see the guy's gnarly. Like,
yeah.
and every time he kind of can go out any given session, and he can get a good one that would just be like, what did I just watch?
Right.
What just happened?
It's like, it's honestly true. Like, and hanging out with skateboarders and stuff, like I see them like fully get so hyped on him, and like it's almost, he's making guys like get into surfing that wouldn't get into surfing for other reasons, but they see that and it's like intriguing, like the skim dynamic with mesh with surfing, you know, and this whole shore break, he's kind of like in Laguna, he's like the guy, and it's like a whole underground thing where, you know, they surf, skate, surf, skim, shore break, and they're doing crazy stuff, and it's on unconventional waves, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like
The wave.
novelty style waves.
Nice.
Are you so?
Yeah.
When are you gonna come down here and hang out at your new shop down here, the Catch Surface in Encinitas?
We came before it's open, and we're probably coming this week, actually.
Oh, sick.
Well, now you have our phone number. If you want to get beefy, we'll get beefy. I keep trying to hang out with these guys. They, you know, I want to get beefed.
Hey, I love that zone. I grew up going there for bodyboard contests, and there's that scene in the parking lot, and we went back, it's like a couple months ago, and we took Kaufman, because we're trying to like get him in the waves, and he loves it there. And you go, and it's a whole, like, the culture in that parking lot is like pretty much next level. You got guys slapping the rock Little Todd was there. I grew up with Little Todd. He's now Todd Glazer, but
Oh, yeah.
he was
Big
Little
dog.
Todd. And I used to compete against him, and he's in the parking lot still, and you have like this. I even had a guy blow a duck horn at me, like through the camera, and then Kalani used to live there. He loves the place, and I'm just going specific to the zone because that's where it went last. But it's like the culture down there is and scene is awesome. So
That's where the
we
lot
will be
trolls
back
live.
there.
Yeah. Well, what's next? What's next for Beefs TV? What can we look forward to?
Yeah, what's coming out this week?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna probably later today try to sloppy and get on Tired Skateboards Instagram.
Ooh, that's not easy.
One of the reasons I did this call is because I saw Coté on Tired Skateboards Instagram. I was like, that's gnarly. Like,
That's a big deal.
Is that the goal now? You
That was the goal.
get some clips
Yeah.
on Tired?
I got on Tired. I'm done. Retiring.
that's all I look at.
I'm retired.
Sick. I'm gonna start posting up some shit.
Hey, thanks so much for letting us call you and interrupt your beefing.
Grandma?
Yeah, just like that, he's gone.
Hello?
He left.
I think he's gone. That was sick.
Beefs TV.
Beef TV.
It's one of our favorite programs. So you got a little backstory there, and I'll tell you, you want entertainment, check out Beefs TV after you listen and watch this. Of
Right.
course. Yeah. So that was cool. Now let's get into some surf news. Okay, so the current men's championship tour leader. This is real like newsy stuff.
we're getting
now.
hella
The current men's championship tour leaderboard is this: number 1, Gabriel Medina; number 2, Italo Ferreira; number 3, John Florence; number 4, Kanoe Igarashi; number 5, Connor Coffin. How does that sit with you, Todd?
Well, it is what it is. Sure.
Great answer.
Yeah, well, what do you want me to say, dude? There's been like 2 contests, and Gabriel Medina got second in one and won the other one, and
That brings up one of my least favorite commentator cliche.
what's that?
Early days.
Early days.
Early days.
Beefs is calling back.
We already said
Yeah.
we already said goodbye.
We
and did
said
an
goodbye
outro.
to you already.
Yeah, we did a whole thing.
No, I didn't hear anything. I thought you just hung up on me, and that's what I did.
We're about to.
The mid-sentence, like, drop the phone, that's the best. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, these guys already know my game.
Yeah,
Well-
we tried to do it before you could do it to us.
Well, now we're in like deep surf news with CT leaderboard bullshit.
Well, this is like when you say goodbye to someone at a party, and then you see them again on your way out, and you're like, oh, this is awkward. You already said goodbye.
I should have left the hang-up. I ruined it. Well, hey, thank you guys. I'm going to come get one of those corduroy hats. I'm a big fan of corduroy hats. And I
Fuck
saw
yeah.
We got you. We
gotta-
got
You.
you. Anything
there,
you need.
I'm going to bring you a meat whomper, and I'm going to get one of those corduroy hats.
That was
All
my
right.
nickname in high school.
Yeah, meat water.
Water? Whomper.
Water? Well, I said meat whomper, but hey.
Oh, meat whomper.
Yeah, meat whomper.
Water's kind of...
Jeez.
Meat water's
That was
sick.
the name of my band in high school, actually.
Meat water?
Meat Whomper.
right.
Thanks, Beefs.
Later.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to hit you guys up when we're down there, and thank you again.
Please do. He hung up. He did
He
the
got
same thing
you.
to us. He did it.
You know what's funny is
Meat whomper?
I don't know why I was feeling self-conscious last night, and I started looking on Instagram at which pro surfers follow me.
What? Really?
This is really
how do
pathetic.
you do that though?
I went on Instagram.
Yeah, but there's a thing where you can look. Oh, you go down the line and
So
you're just looking for blue check
I was
marks.
I was on my personal Instagram, and I was searching for pro surfer names.
Oh my god, you are weird.
Kelly Slater,
Does he follow you?
Italo.
Kelly follow you?
No.
He doesn't
Nobody
follow you.
No.
He doesn't even unfollow?
I don't know if Kelly unfollowed me on purpose or it's probably a mistake. So I was feeling self-conscious because I was out there saying Italo didn't ride this thing out. It was that whole controversy from last week. So dumb.
Does he follow
But then I
you?
was feeling self-conscious, like, oh no, what if Italo thinks I don't like him? It turns out he doesn't care because he doesn't follow me.
Oh, so now you're only allowed to have opinions about people that follow you?
No, I shouldn't have any opinions about anyone who follows me. But the good news is John Florence follows me.
Sick.
Current number 5, Connor Coffin follows me.
So there you
And
go.
it shouldn't matter who follows you or not.
But here
you should not.
But here you are talking about
Google
it.
yourself or look at who's following you because it'll make you feel like shit.
Did you Google yourself first and then that slowly trickled into who follows me?
No, I Googled other stuff about myself. Current women's number 5, Carissa Moore. Number 1, Caroline Marks. Number 2, Tatiana Weston Webb, TW Dubs. Tyler Wright 4, Stephanie Gilmore 5. That is a big 5 right there. That is a solid 5.
Yeah, that's...
Of that group, I feel like that 5 is your 5 at the end of the season. What do you think?
Yeah, easily. I'm just trying to think who else would even be able to squeak in there. And
Lakey? Sally?
Yeah.
We'll see.
How long until you think
Kelly Slater starts following me on Instagram?
Yes.
Does he look and see if he follows you?
I don't think he does. He might.
We'll check.
Okay, you talk. I'm going to look and see if Kelly Slater
Coming up
follows
next,
me.
the Boost Mobile Margaret River Pro, May 2nd through 12th. Last year, Lakey Peterson took a win. John Florence took a win. I don't know. John Florence has dominated Margaret River for the last couple years.
How do you know if he follows you?
Following. Kelly Slater follows 2,275 people.
So how am I going to... I have to look... Is it alphabetical?
You can search. Look, go up.
Where?
Go search your name. Right there. Todd. Todd.
God, if he follows me and he doesn't follow you,
Nope.
it'd be fucking awesome. He
Doesn't
doesn't
follow
even
you.
follow me.
Actually,
What?
never mind.
Follows Todd Klein.
Well, pick the right Todd, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Todd
Mm-hmm.
Richards.
I see how
Kelly
it goes.
Slater doesn't follow. He might follow you, though.
Yeah. He might?
I might be doing it wrong. Go to Monday Mass Instagram and then check
Wait,
see
what?
if Kelly Slater follows
Oh, okay. Keep talking.
you. I think John Florence is going to win Margaret River. Jack Robinson is going to be in contention as well. And Italo Ferreira and Gabriel Medina are probably going to. That's a pretty easy call right there.
Wow. This is why you worked at a magazine, huh?
Yeah. Does Kelly Slater follow
Stop.
Todd Richards?
Stop. This is not a magic 8-ball.
Todd.
That's
No.
my name.
No.
No, he doesn't follow me. Dick.
Loser.
Well, whatever. You know why?
Why?
I know why.
Why?
Because I make fun of him too much.
Oh, well, he's sensitive.
Super sensy.
Globe team writer Dion Agius has released a new capsule and a short film. They're both called Dark Hollow.
Does he follow you?
Dion Agius probably does not follow me. He should. They all should. My stuff's really great. Not according to Kelly Slater, though. It's
Mm-hmm.
not good enough for him.
Mm-hmm.
John follows me, though.
That's all that matters.
Every piece of Globe's new low-velocity apparel range is rigorously... It's good stuff.
Rigorously?
Yeah. Guess what? Guess who's coming back? I know this guy follows both of us.
Who's that?
Dylan Graves is coming back with Weird Waves May 5th.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
See? Cool people follow us. I need Kelly following me. I got Dylan Graves
I
following
wonder
me.
what the weird wave's going to be.
Well, it's actually pretty interesting because obviously Dylan Graves could not get out there and shoot in vast array of destinations around the world. So most of these weird waves were found close to and or in his backyard.
Wow.
And I'm looking forward to that. Weird Waves coming May 5th. You know who Mahina Maeda is?
Sure.
Ripping surfer, incredible gymnastica practitioner. She's got a new film out, and it's about her elevating her skills in big waves. She surfs waves 10 times bigger than Todd and I will ever surf.
Never. I don't want to go there.
So we want you to check out Mahina Maeda Outer Reef 2021. What am I missing in surf news? The waves here in California, besides...
They've been shithouse.
Yeah, it's been real bad.
I
I mean, we're talking, we need Waco, we need we need anywhere else in the world, because everywhere else in the world seems like it's going off right now.
I feel like we should. I mean, we talk about Sierra Kerr all the time, but the WSL posted another, another clip of her, and
The most perfect straightie.
it's really a matter like how. Okay, so when
Show it to them.
I'm not going to show it to him. You can
Look
look
at
at
the phone
yourself.
up.
When do you think that she is going to don a CT jersey?
I would
Like,
say...
what's your prediction?
I'm saying
Obviously,
within 3 years.
She has to go through the whole rigmarole.
Yeah. 3 years, Sierra Kerr will be on tour. She's already winning pro junior events. There's very few events for her to even be in. So my prediction, 3 years, Sierra Kerr will be on tour. Within 4 years, she'll be in the top 10.
Yeah,
Write it down.
I think that's pretty safe bet.
Yes, even though she called me out on Instagram
What?
about the Italo
Really?
make not make.
I don't feel like we even like really went into that a lot last
I
week.
was so in it on Instagram that it just kind of like I was over it.
I was half paying.
People are still bringing it up.
I was half paying attention to that conversation last week, anyways, because I was trying to get on the hill to go.
Oh yeah,
snowboarding.
you were.
But
out.
So when you think, okay, you put a lot of the comments in the show.
Yes.
That people.
Yes.
So, I think Ross. I was listening to Ross's kind of
Getting Heated.
Yeah, in the Getting Heated thing
Ross
with
Williams.
Mick Fannin, right? And he was kind of talking about how there should be like a floating scale a little bit. Like you can't argue the fact that Italo didn't land. He frickin' landed. Like
I'm not arguing that.
He boltzed up and then
Yeah.
he got gobbled. So if you're looking at it strictly from the standpoint of was he composed in the air? Yes, he was. Was he composed in the landing? Yes, he was. Did he get eaten up by an incidental pile of whitewash bullshit that ran him over? Yes. Okay, so I don't think that that's zero.
He got 1.77.
Right, but that's not. It's more than a 1.77. Like if you look at,
It's not a make.
But listen, if you look at Italo, in terms of like how many other people can go that big and stomp that hard,
But that doesn't matter
it does kind of matter.
because he didn't ride out. He landed it and then fell.
But he didn't really fall.
He landed it.
He got
and
run over.
The whitewater caused him to fall, which is a non-make. Gabriel Medina in the semifinals did the exact same thing, rode out, standing up in the whitewater, rode out. You got to watch the nose of the surfboard has to be on flat water as you're riding out. He landed the air, no doubt. If that was a video part, absolutely.
So
Put it in
why?
the video.
So then why even give it a 1 then?
Because
why
you
not
get,
just
you
say
get credit,
0?
You get credit for an attempt.
Kind of like the SATs, you get 200 points for
If
putting your name on
if
there.
somebody's driving in a barrel and
Yeah.
they see them and then they get hit, you'll get some points for trying. But here's the thing: in any sport, competitive sport, think of gymnastics. You land the perfect tumbling routine and you take that big step back, you're going to get points deducted.
Well, Tony Hawk.
That's a bail.
Tony Hawk did the 900 and technically dragged his arm all through the flat bottom.
He dragged his arm, but that was in a demo.
Doesn't matter. I'm just saying.
It's not a contest.
But it's considered a make.
Well, it's a contest make. But I don't think Italo's was a contest make.
You don't think it was a contest make?
But I think if he loses the world title at the end of the year, people are going to go back and say, well, he was robbed then. A lot of people think he was robbed.
It's very interesting, and I still
Yeah.
think that if you look at Italo in the air and you look at when he lands, it's still like superior surfing than 99.9% of the human beings on the planet.
For sure. And I think that, and here's the caveat to this whole conversation. If Italo would have done something to sell his landing, like Gabriel did in previous heats, if he landed it, put his arms in the air, kicked his board out,
Ooh, yeah, okay.
totally different story.
Even if he fell, even if he dismounted at the exact same time that he would have if he got gobbled.
But that would have shown control, I think. I'm sure we'll be talking about this
This
later
is a
on.
slippery slope,
It's
Chris.
a slippery Italo slope. He's probably going to be world champ still, so don't feel bad for Italo just yet.
All right.
You want to talk about skate news?
Yeah, are we done with surf news?
The other surf news is I'm sure next week we're going to be talking to some surfers who braved the huge swell that hit Puerto Escondido.
Oh, your brother?
All the point, yeah, my brother's there. Everybody's there. We got JoJo Roper charging huge waves in Porto. My brother is down at the points. I know Zeke and these guys are on a trip. I mean, everyone's on a surf trip right now except us. We're here because we have a duty to do this podcast. We can't go on a surf trip.
Yep, that's the reason.
Skate News is brought to you by Adventure.io. Adventure.io. Get the app. Buy the ticket. Take the ride. Take an adventure. Take one with Todd if you want. What you want to set up an adventure around town?
Around town? That's
Hang
not
out
very
in Todd's garage.
Not very adventurous.
For a day.
You can help me drywall.
Have you watched Jawn Gardener Shoutout Earth? Jawn Gardener is
No.
one of my favorite skateboarders.
Nope.
So good. It's a DC part.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did watch, there's been, if you pay attention on Instagram to some of their good transition skaters right now that are trying to make this Olympic circus this year, there's a bunch of them that are putting up those qualification parts.
Right, the
now.
USA skateboarding qualification thing.
Liam Pace put up a part the other day from the California TF that is frickin' bonkers.
Yep.
Haimana put up a part from there that is frickin' bonkers.
Scapegoat has street and park parts that are gnarly.
You know, you look at some of these runs that these guys are doing, and they are like, there's so much going on, and it's, what is it, 45 seconds?
45 seconds.
45 seconds of just the banger of bangingest banging tricks.
Straight bang. Yeah.
Full bang.
This is the first time. So now that all these videos are in, they're going to have the opportunity to physically qualify. Also, Dew Tour's coming up in just a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be another Olympic qualifier for skateboarding.
When's Dew Tour again?
Let me look at my calendar.
I think it's like the 19th, 17th?
That would be May 19th.
May 19th. There we go. So we're going to be going to Des Moines,
We'll be
Iowa.
there. Des Moines.
Do more.
Today, the SLS, that's Skate League, they had their second annual unregulated event filmed at Volcom's Park. And listen to the lineup of skateboarders they have for us to watch. Today's contest features Deshaun Jordan, Mason Silva, Louis Lopez, Aurelien Gerard, Chris Joslin, Taylor Kirby, Ashad Ware, Tom Asta, Milton Martinez, Elijah Burrell. And the contest was judged by P-Rod, Pudwill, Kelly Hart. That's heavy.
That is
That's heavy, unsanctioned contest.
So, this is just the premiere of the footage?
This is just they're going to show you the contest.
Right.
So these guys all competed, and I didn't watch it yet, but I'm about to. You know Kuruma, the shoe company?
Mm-hmm.
So Kuruma is stepping it up. A lot of people go pair for pair. Kuruma is doing the same thing as well, and they're planting trees. So if you're looking at go and buy some shoes, but you also want to plant some trees, Kuruma will plant a tree for every shoe you buy. Etnies will plant a tree for every shoe you buy as well. So think about that when you go into your skate park, your skate shop. Does that stuff ever help you purchase things like the give back effect on certain products?
Not really.
You don't really.
No, but I mean, I feel better about myself, or I may,
like you did one nice thing for the environment.
Sort of, but then you get in your car and you whatever, and you completely cancel it out 5 minutes later.
I get it. In serious skate news,
this is
an interesting one.
It's one of those things you don't really think, like, it got overshadowed by the whole.
It got overshadowed. So pro skater Cory Kennedy, in 2018, he was sentenced to prison for vehicular homicide. It was a drunk driving accident. Killed P-Stone, Preston Magetter. So this was obviously a emotional, heavy, horrible situation. Cory Kennedy went to jail, and he just got out on Tuesday. And, there hasn't been a lot of hubbub and fanfare because it's such a bittersweet, kind of strange situation. And I want to say that P-Stone's family has forgiven Cory, from what I've read.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard all around. I mean, how do you go on your normal life after something like that happens?
Yeah, it's freaking crazy. I mean, I didn't even know how to wrap my brain around that.
That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Is. Yeah.
In other, like, kind of related to skate into snowboard news.
Okay.
Gigantic pants are back.
Oh yeah, yes.
Like, if you look at, like, Polar Skate Co.'s new offerings,
you messaged.
I messaged this to you the other day.
It's only big.
It's literally
stonewashed.
It's literally jorts and huge pants, circa like 92, 93.
So the trend, I believe, started, I want to say, like Montreal, but also the Euro kind of vibe, Scandinavian countries. So they dictate what kind of trickles down to America. And now you're going to see big, light-colored baggy ass jeans coming back,
and it's
more than ever.
It's not only coming back in skate, but it's also coming back in snow, and it's like Oski. Oski's been wearing, he polar skate.
His dad's jeans, basically.
Oski's been wearing very, very
dad jeans,
big dad jeans. But it's crazy because I was just up in Mount Hood and kind of talking to the younger kids and like looking at what's happening on the hill for snowboard fashion right now, and it is 1993, big baggy jeans. Like Volcom's new outerwear for next year is basically their line from 92. Like when they first popped out of the scene, when Volcom first showed up.
Almost Jinko-esque.
Right, and there's like a lot of piping and pants are big. I'm like, motherfucker, I already lived this once.
You did it.
Why do we have to do this again?
Todd's going back to small wheels too.
I see.
Big pants and
is
small
that going
wheels.
to happen?
Todd's going to start cutting off the bottom of his jeans.
Are we going to get small wheels again?
Are these pants baggy? Are these?
Well, I don't know. Cargo pants, are they still in?
I don't know.
Yes, I guess.
This is what I see the cool kids at skate park wearing.
I don't feel like I wear like tight pants. I feel like
he's got his tight pants on.
I wear like nice guy pants.
Let's see.
Yeah, they're just like nice guy. They're just like average pants.
They're corduroy. They're gray.
They're freaking pants. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just a little baffled by that because it just seems like we went away from that and it was all like, I'm never wearing freaking rollerblade pants again.
Just embrace it. Just embrace it.
Here we are.
I will embrace it.
If you fucking show up here wearing Jankos or anything that is over your proper waist size, I'm going to be very angry.
I feel that I straddle the line between looking hip and looking like a total dipshit who's trying to look hip, who's trying to dress like a teenager. I struggle with that. Because a lot of times I look like an idiot.
I don't know, man.
I'll be honest. I don't look like a 44-year-old gentleman. Like a child.
Yeah.
An idiot child.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's a weird thing. And I'm struggling to...
Todd's struggling. Someone help him.
I'm struggling to accept it.
Someone help him. Laser Crawford won the digital Phoenix Am. Congratulations, Laser. The actress Patricia Arquette.
Yeah,
Patricia Arquette.
From freaking...
True Romance.
True Romance, yeah.
And many other things. She had a really bad date.
Oh, I heard about this.
She was talking about bad... Something came up talking about bad dates. Patricia Arquette's bad date was with none other than Mark Gator Rogowski, a murderer who, in 1988, it says 1988 in the Psycho Skate era. That's a bad pun.
Yeah.
Patricia Arquette went on a date with Gator. They got to Frenching, and she said it was the worst, weirdest French kissing experience of her life. She got a weird vibe. He was pressing up against her, weird and being aggressive. No second date after that. Just a few months later,
scary.
Gator murders his girlfriend's best friend, buries her in a board bag in the desert, goes to jail. Recently, this keeps coming up because Gator keeps coming up for parole. The governor of California, Gavin Newsom, said, hell no.
You want to hear my crazy Gator story?
Yes.
So when the very first real snowboard contest that Sims ever took me on was this competition at Squaw Valley called Vision Snow and the Pro in the Snow, and it was like a big deal for me. So I'm staying with the Sims team, and Sims and Vision were basically the same thing at that point. So I'm there, and Gator's there. Gator's just along
pre-murder.
This is pre-murder. There's a couple years pre-murder. So Gator's just there, part of, he likes to snowboard. He just came out with everyone. He's hanging out at Squaw. So that, we go out to dinner and we come back to the hotel. Myself and the homie that I'm staying with, went to bed because we were going to snowboard the next day. So the next morning we wake up to go up on the hill, and our team manager comes in and says, hey, you guys all need to come to the back of the hotel right now. So, it's the whole Sims team of that, Chris Roach, myself, Terry Kidwell, the kind of the OGs and Palmer. And so we all go back to the hotel, and it's a police lineup. The sheriff is there with some dude who's got a freaking bandage on his head, and he's looking at all of us, and we're like, what the hell is going on? And so the guy's like, no, it's none of these guys. So then Lo and behold, we find out like a couple hours later that this dude was in the hot tub at the hotel, and Gator was in there, and they got into some kind of Gator was talking shit, drunk, and fucking smashed a beer bottle over the dude's head in the hot tub.
In the hot tub.
In the fucking hot tub. And they were looking for a Gator, and Gator disappeared. Like, I didn't, then next thing you know, he's murdered somebody.
There is no sentimentality, there's no reverence, there's no looking back and going, oh, well, he did this and that. Fuck Gator. He can die in prison, as far as I can say.
You don't fucking... Anyway.
You don't murder people.
It was a weird one because, at that point in time, Gator was bigger than life, and anyone that was a skateboard bro was like a freaking god to me. And
I know. That sucks when you meet your heroes and they suck as people.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now for some good news. Skateboarding saw a growth in sales like it hadn't seen in years. This comes from Jeff Kendall, the chief marketing officer at M.A.S.S, the top skateboarding manufacturer.
And a fucking damn fine skateboarder.
And one of your favorite skateboarders,
he is
right?
Probably my most favorite vertical skateboarder, next to Chris Miller.
Yeah. And so there's a shortage of wood.
But yeah, this is true. Like, it's really hard to, like, if you go to a skate shop right now, you probably won't be able to get the skateboard that you want.
You can't get this.
We made skateboards from 760 wood. Correct?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Skateboards 760.
Serious plug.
Yeah.
We'll get
it's called Skateboard Sales 760. They made us 6 decks. And we were thinking of selling them, but we're probably just going to ride them. Yeah. Let's just ride them.
Well, we can give one. We can give them away.
Give one
away. Anyways, but...
Plant a tree and we'll give you a skate deck.
I wonder how long it's going to be until like all these industries catch up with the demand.
I know that because I've been trying to help a couple brands that I know get skateboards made. It is not easy. There's a 9-month wait list to get custom boards made.
Really?
Yes.
9 months?
Yes.
So you need to come up with a company that would make sense in 9 months.
Yeah, or just get this.
John,
which you can't get.
John Antosky.
Don't look at that.
Limited art.
Don't look at that skateboard.
Okay,
it's for us. Any other skate news?
Did you see the clip of the skate Karen in New York City chasing the dude around
in a public park?
In a public park. Apparently, after doing some internet sleuthing, because
you love skate Karen.
I love skate Karen. And so this woman has been like doing that for like a long time there. And then she also chases bicyclists, and she obviously has a mental disability.
She's like a pigeon.
Oh yeah, she's like skate pigeon.
Snow News is brought to you by K2 Snowboarding. They've been doing it for a long time, and they're still doing it at a top level. They got one of the best teams in the snow world. K2 Snowboarding. Get some.
Here we go.
Holy Bowley report. You were there, Todd.
I was there.
I talked to you on the phone.
The guys from Snowboy Productions and Snowboy.
Okay.
Yep. And Crush and everyone that put that whole thing together, the Timberline Park crew up there, they freaking killed it. I'd never been to a
Timberline. Rap?
No, not Timberland. Timberline.
The boots.
Mount Hood, Oregon.
Oh, okay.
They killed it. The weather was incredible. The terrain that we got to ride was really fun. I'd never been to one of these before. I'd always seen them online and always wanted to like ride that kind of stuff. With Danny Davis's Peace Park and kind of like what he's what he's doing. A lot of like what Holy Bowley kind of started from the original one in Japan has trickled down into the industry as far as like what parks are looking like now.
Right.
And it was just really cool. It's not all about, flying 100 feet and doing, triple corks or whatever, or anything really scary. It's just really flowy.
Yeah, speed, like flow.
Flow and speed and like just, individual interpretation of lines. Creativity. It was really cool to see a lot of these young kids, up-and-coming kids, and the way that they look at terrain and just watch it. I was riding with the Quicksilver team, Austin Sweeten, Griffin Siebert.
Did you dig?
You had to dig.
You have to dig to ride.
Yeah, you get in trouble. Crush yells at you and apparently he kicked Jamie Lynn out once for not digging. So you got to like put in. You got to
dig.
You got to put in an hour at the end of the session because the snowcats can't get in there and groom this stuff. It's all like really custom built.
Yeah.
So you got to get in there and shave it and make it all nice basically for yourself.
I like it.
You're working for yourself.
I like it.
So it was really, really fun. And
was there winners or?
No, not really. I mean, there was definitely standouts. And if you go to, any of the, like Slush magazine, you can see a lot of the highlights from it. But Miles Fallon, he goes by Miles Falcon on Falcon on Instagram, was one of the big standouts. It's just the dudes that don't give a shit. Austin Sweeten, huge standout. It really, this kind of a park lends itself to riders that like to go fast. They have an uncanny ability to read transition well.
Right. Yeah.
And so any riders that are like that, it's going to cater to.
They make it look easy. I doubt that I would be able to even get to the
not,
bottom.
It's easy to ride and have fun. It's not easy to
thrive.
Link a whole bunch of lines together and find transition. And there was some rather large features. There was like the volcano, which was basically like a 40-foot tall, pretty steep volcano that people were doing stuff over, but you had to go so freaking fast to clear it, and it was awesome. I can't wait to do it again. I wish all the snowboard parks on the planet look like that.
Good times.
It was really good times. It was like
the videos are dropping now.
Videos are dropping. There was like a half pipe you could ride after. It was just quality snowboarding entertainment.
Time.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. I'm a big fan of this, but you tell me what it is. What is Boardslide Worldwide?
Boardslide Worldwide. It's a video project by Austin Sweeten and my man Lucy, and they're basically, Sean Lucy is the filmer, and Austin is, he's kind of the star.
The
Ripper, but it basically encompasses everyone in the Northwest who they can point a camera at.
Nice, okay.
And it's really cool. And it's just, they're doing like a little movie that's going to premiere in the fall. But mainly right now, Boardslide Worldwide is like just documenting the crazy antics of people in the Northwest.
And look, on our research doc, it says, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, now how about this one? Wap Hayes, a.k.a. the Doctor, a.k.a. Sammy Lieutenant. What is Wap Hayes? And I like that too.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Oh my gosh, this video just popped up on Slush.
Where's he from?
I have no idea. I thought you knew.
No.
We didn't know everything.
I don't know everything.
Well, you guys do your research.
There's a lot of people that are good at snowboarding around the world.
So, Quarter Snacks Weekly 10 is one of my favorite things on Instagram. And now Slush Magazine is providing us a weekly top 5 that is basically all you don't even need to listen to this show or watch any of this shit. You just go watch Slush top 5.
Yep.
They'll basically tell you everything. This week's number 1 was Scott Stevens.
Oh yeah,
What is this?
Okay,
trick?
so this was like
it's from Holy Bully,
This
right?
is from Holy Bully, and it was the feature that we were kind of calling the panic button. You know those red buttons, the fake novelty buttons on your desk. You can push them. It looked like that, but made out of snow.
Okay.
And I think Scotty Stevens does a switchback side 540, lands in a tail butter, and like basically like a blunt slide.
Yeah.
And then pops out another 360.
Yeah, it's wild.
But it's crazy, and just the board control that Scotty Stevens has is insane, and that was really cool.
Yeah,
and
I rewinded it right there.
I rewinded it a bunch of times too.
I did too, because I was trying to figure out exactly what was going on.
There was a lot happening, but it's awesome.
What else you got for snow news? Snowboarding news.
Snowboarding news. Well, we still have some ski resorts open. The Slush Magazine World Quarterpipe Championships are taking place actually this week, starting Wednesday at Squaw Valley in California. So if you're up in and around Squaw Valley, go up there and check it out. It's gonna be like a spring break on the hill.
And I'm not snowboarding,
One
but
of the
I
few
will be
areas that are open.
I will be at Woodward Park City on Sunday.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
You're going to take the kids?
Taking the kids.
You're not going to snowboard? There's going to be snowboard stuff?
I don't think so, because we're only there for one day. I really want to skate. Okay. I really want to parkour. I want to do all that fun shit. We'll see what happens, but we'll be there, and I'm coming back Monday, so we're going to have to record this on Tuesday.
Why don't you ask them and go snow skating?
We could snow skate, for
sure.
Snow
skating is so freaking fun.
Okay. We're going to do it.
Yeah, it's really fun. And especially with like little obstacles like that. Like this springtime, you can do like little you're good at launch ramps, so it's basically that.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Anyway, yeah, so there's still snowboarding happening. A-Basin.
Don't worry.
A-Basin just got a whole bunch of snow the other day. This is that weird time.
Which one though?
Arapahoe Basin.
Okay.
This is that weird time of year where it's still snowing in Colorado it goes like spring and 70 for 3 days, and then it goes back to like full winter. I think this is when people in Summit County begin to go fucking crazy.
You can't spell Colorado without rad.
All right.
Nerd News brought to you by Pannikin Coffee and Tea. Obviously, without Pannikin Coffee and Tea, we wouldn't be able to do this show because we'd still be asleep.
Truth.
We love Pannikin Coffee and Tea. Todd, you want to talk a little bit about the Oscars?
I didn't watch it.
I had no idea the Oscars was happening last night, nor do I really care. I never watched it in the past. But here's some notable awards, since some nerds like this kind of stuff.
Did you watch Nomadland?
I watched, so the Best Picture winner, Nomadland. Notable because it was directed by Chloe Zhao, I believe is how you say her last name. Second woman to ever win Best Director. First woman of color to win Best Director. Congratulations to her. I watched a minute or two of Nomadland. It seemed very bleak and depressing and sad. I didn't finish it.
Yeah, it doesn't fit my category of what I want to watch these days.
Is there aliens in it?
Right.
Is there spaceships?
Right.
Lasers?
Nope.
There's no lasers in Nomadland.
Monsters, zombies, or no. See, I'm very
Fights?
There's no fights. It's very narrow.
Snowboarding?
I don't even like snowboard movies. I only like
only like out cold.
Monsters and aliens. Like that's pretty much all I want to see in a movie.
All right. Well,
I did watch Mortal Kombat this weekend.
Oh,
which
is it Oscar worthy? Is there any buzz around it?
You know, I had kind of high hopes, and it's just. I mean, it's mindless.
Oh, it's like an airplane movie.
Yeah, it's
movie to watch on an airplane.
100%. That's you nailed it on the head.
It's probably better than Snyder Cut.
Dude, Snyder Cut's sick.
Sucks.
Mortal Kombat.
Too long.
Mortal Kombat was. I don't know. I think
it was just okay.
I think the original Mortal Kombat from like I don't know what year that was. 96 was like sick compared to that.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, gotta get into it.
Best actor, little controversy, kind of, but not really. Anthony Hopkins won it, icon, legend, but everyone kind of was cheering for Chaz Boswick.
Yeah.
Am I saying that? Chaz Boswick.
Chaz,
yeah. He was in Judas. No.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Chaz Boswick was nominated, didn't win. Best supporting actor was Daniel Kaluuya from Judas and the Black Messiah. My fiance's ex-boyfriend.
Wait, what?
She could have been with an Oscar winner. Instead, she's with the host of the world's greatest action sports
That's
podcast.
her ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
Think she can get him on the podcast?
No. No, she blocked him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's that kind of...
She got with me and she blocked everybody, including Daniel. Sorry, Daniel. You got the Oscar. I got the girl. Soul won Best Animated Feature.
Does he follow you on Instagram?
He does not follow me on Instagram.
Because that's what exes do. They stalk you.
He's probably looked around a little bit.
You think he's got a burner account?
He's like, oh, okay.
He's probably got a burner and he follows you.
This guy does ollies and kickflips, and that's it. Boring.
All right. Soul won Best Animated Feature. I haven't seen that yet. Have you seen it?
It's so good.
Is it really?
I loved it. It's really good. The music's
good. Is it like
good.
another one of those Pixar or whatever? Like, are you going to be bummed?
No. It's a great Pixar film, and the music's great. Everything about it is awesome. You could watch it on a plane.
And you're not bummed. It's not like one of those.
There's no like
it's not a feel
Bambi's
bad.
mother doesn't die.
Like the emotion. What was the emotion one?
Oh, yeah.
Feelings or whatever.
Emotions.
I don't know what it's called. The one with the emotions.
Sound of Metal won a couple awards. My Octopus Teacher, Best Documentary. Easy choice there. And that's all I cared about for the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
The Academy Awards. For those of you who don't know what the Oscars are. It's films.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
This just in. There's a documentary coming out about the seminal 90s classic Kids.
This is sick.
This is going to be good.
Did you ever meet Harold or any of those dudes?
I met Harold Hunter once.
Harold he was one of a kind.
He was outlandish. Mm-hmm. A big personality, incredible person. I didn't know him that well enough to say that, but I met him. So there's a new documentary coming out about kids, and it's crazy.
Who's doing it? Is Harmony Korine doing
he's
it?
in on it, but he's not doing it. He gave him all footage, so there's tons of unreleased stuff. And I watched the trailer for Kids this morning, and I just
the original Kids movie.
Oh, it's so gnarly.
It's icky.
It's a horror movie.
Like I think about the generation now. They probably don't know about the movie Kids.
No.
Okay, and like
did you show it to your kids?
Oh my god,
hell
no
no
way! But it was like I remember watching. I went to the movies and watched that. Like when did it come out? Like 90s, like long time ago.
Early 90s.
Early 90s, and I remember seeing it, and like it was such a feel bad movie.
Oh, you feel horrible.
You feel fucking horrible, but at the same time, it was like about like
real shit,
skateboarding, and that's like what originally drew me to it because like Harold was in it, and like and these kids that I kind like didn't like know, but I would see peripherally at like these skate contests that were in Connecticut.
Yeah,
and and then my buddy Gunnar's Elmets, who would shoot a lot of snowboard and skate photography back east, was like he was shot a lot of the behind the scenes still photos in that movie. But I just remember like how fucking like it was such a feel bad movie.
But the good part about kids is it really did. I'm sure it changed a lot of people's mind about
AIDS.
HIV, AIDS, and wearing condoms. I mean, for that, I don't think it's set out to do that, but it scared the shit out of me.
It's I if you haven't seen Kids, I recommend
watch it with your family.
No,
you can watch Soul and then Kids all in one night with your kids.
Maybe that like would you like if your kid was being very promiscuous? Would you be like, here, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna watch Kids? And
I think that would speak to him more than me saying, dude, you gotta wear rubber. Oh God, see, I don't even like saying it.
You need to wear rubber.
Let kids raise your kids.
They're called condoms now.
Jimmy hats. That's what you called them in the 90s.
Rubber. Hey, are you wearing rubbers?
On a more positive note, did you see the double-decker seagull?
Yes.
Yes.
Seagull, surfing seagull.
The air surfing seagull. Now that's the best thing I've seen on the internet all week.
Yeah, that was cool.
And we're just describing to you. It's a bird sitting on a bird. They're flying. And back to bad news. Did you see the broken leg UFC?
I didn't want to. And I don't even follow UFC. And this was like another one of those fights that like I all of a sudden I'm like peripherally involved in because it's all over fucking every bit of social media for like an hour one night.
It was a leg kick that went wrong.
Well, it went right for the dude delivering the leg kick. That was the intended fucking outcome.
They said this was the first ever fight that finished without a punch being thrown.
Dude, okay, just to paint a picture, if you live in a cave and you're not aware of this, homeboy fucking leg kicked this dude and snapped his fucking leg
his own leg
like a twig.
And now we're talking a total and absolute dangler. No bone still attached. This thing was swinging wild.
It was wibbly wobbly leg.
Swinging like a yo-yo.
Fucking, oh my God, dude. I remember when I broke my arm and I broke like fucking clean break. Like nothing attached.
Right.
And I remember like I rolled through the snow and I stopped and I'm like,
I'm dead.
Kind of came to my wits. Like it didn't even really hurt. And I remember looking down going, whose arm is that? Because it was at such a fucked up detached angle that I was like, whoa, the palm is facing the wrong way. Like, whose arm is that?
Who's waving at me?
Yeah,
from over there.
But, Matt, yeah.
So you lived it.
I kind of lived it, but not, ew, yucky leg.
Well, Zack Snyder, I apologize for, I did like the Snyder cut. I just didn't love it. But this sounds like a Zack Snyder movie that I'm going to love.
Mm-hmm.
It's brand new. It's coming out. It's a zombie movie.
Yep.
And it basically it's a zombie movie with a heist involved. There's $200 million sitting in a vault beneath the Strip in Las Vegas. It's about to get nuked by the government.
It's like Ocean's 11 meets Night of the Living Dead meets...
Yeah. It's called Army of the Dead, and it hits Netflix and theaters May 21st. Can't wait.
I'm so down for this hits Netflix or hits streaming online the same day it hits in theaters. Even if we weren't in the middle of a fucking pandemic, I would still be 100% down with this.
Challenging times.
When can we stop saying that?
Soon, maybe in a year. Interestingly enough, so. Back to movie news, kind of. So, Godzilla vs. Kong.
Did you watch it?
It's awesome. It grossed $30 million at the box office while still being released same day at HBO Max. This basically has the movie industry thinking positively about the future. Movie theaters are going to open soon, and I think there's going to be a whole week called Cinema Week where they welcome you back to the theater. So
for
some
free?
Good news. Nah.
They might have to.
Maybe for like $2.25, go back to the 1950s
how would
pricing.
that be? Dude, I remember paying $1.50 for a movie theater ticket.
Was it
Matinee. Like a matinee movie.
Was it the first Popeye in 1946?
No, dude, we're talking like Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Even before that, I just remember I can remember paying $1.
Popcorn was a quarter.
Fuck. I think popcorn was more expensive than the movie ticket.
Popcorn was free; you just filled your pockets.
Pocket
Quarter for a bucket. Do you have any other nerd news?
Not really.
Okay. I sent you questions to your phone.
gonna...
It's time for questions by Beneath Apparel, BN3TH
Hey, why don't you
Apparel.
tell them about the prizes they could win?
So the prizes you could win for asking great questions include Beneath Apparel undergarments, which, as always, wearing right here.
Wait, where did you
Boom.
send them to me?
On text message.
Oh, okay.
I sent Todd some questions on text message.
We also have these. We have some new hats. We have,
Oh,
New
okay.
Greens. New Greens has supplied us with a whole bunch of their pouches. They're get minted, and so if your question is fucking banging, and we think it's banging, we're gonna give you some New Greens, and you have the potential to win some other.
And we have hats for
bullshit.
sale.
Some other bullshit.
Caps for sale. Get
All right.
your caps.
Oh, here we
That's
go.
a good hat.
Who's this from? Oh, this is from Adam Etzar.
Adam Art.
What's your favorite skate pick of all time, Chris?
Just off the top of my head, I'm going to say the Todd Swank Push by
Dude.
J. Grant Britton because it's just burned into my head. It's technically, it's not, I guess it is an action photo, but it's just a guy pushing under a bridge in Del Mar. Iconic.
That's a sick one. Mine's a Grant Britton photo too.
Right there?
Yeah, and it's the one of Chris Miller shot at Upland doing a nose bone with a pole cam,
Yeah.
and Grant shot it from above. We actually have it here.
Oh, if you could see what it looks like.
It's this Chris and Peak Miller.
Yeah. Peak Miller form. Good call.
Peak Miller from that was.
Okay,
my
we got more
favorite.
questions.
Here's another one. What's one part of Australian culture?
This is from Chris Bailey.
This is from Chris Bailey. What's one part of Australian culture that you wished we had in America?
Wow. I like meat pies.
Yep.
You can get meat pies
Yep,
here.
meat pies. Where can you get meat pies? I'm really surprised there's not like a real solid fucking meat.
There's a meat pie place right here.
Dude, those are
Is it
frozen.
not
Those
good?
are frozen meat pies. They're not like Ferg pies. Well, that's New Zealand. But anyways, it's not like the meat pies you get over there.
I like the idea of surf clubs too. I know we have California Board Riders, which is awesome, but the actual surf club where there's a bar and restaurant on the beach at your local spot, and you become a member, and it just becomes this really cool community. I love the surf club community in Australia.
Don't they kind of?
Great question.
Do they kind of have that anywhere
No.
else? In Hawaii, they don't have it. I
No.
thought like Outrigger Canoe Club was kind of.
Not
like that.
really.
No.
No, like surf break. You know.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. This is from Alistair Parker. What are the 2 women and 2 men not currently on the CT whose surfing gets you motivated to paddle out? So
Sierra Kerr.
Yeah.
We can both say that. Sierra Kerr. Dane Reynolds.
yeah.
For me.
Um,
Josh Kerr, I mean, the shit I watch of him is incredible.
I would say for me, I really like watching Coco Ho
Okay.
because I think that she's
Great
got
style,
really good style. And another one that I watch a lot is frickin' Brett Simpson's videos from Huntington, and I don't know why, but
Simpo?
for
Okay.
some reason it just seems relatable in relatable surf.
I'm going to go Creed McTaggart. Can't get enough Creed. And you know what? This video is old, but I just watched it again. It's called Ferry. Oh my God, it's so good. The soundtrack's incredible. The look, the feel, the vibe, everything about it is awesome. Ferry, a surf movie you've got to watch and get stoked on. What other questions you got?
We have California Mud Motors coming through, as always, with his Would You Rather scenario. And this is for you, Chris.
This is for me
This is
specific?
for you, yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather have to hang out with Dave Grohl and only talk about Foo Fighters, or you have to surf with him, but he's an angry influencer local who will live stream parking lot arguments and get you into fights with other people? Plus, he can't do a turn, so it's really bad. But that's your clique now, and you roll with him every time you surf.
Every time I surf.
That's like such an extended.
That's a real good one. California Mud Motors. I'm gonna say I'll hang out with Dave Grohl and I'll talk about Foo Fighters, because in my food defense, I really did enjoy the first album and listen to the hell out of it, the hell of it. So I wouldn't mind talking. Dave Grohl seems like a great guy. Okay, just. I get the rap for not liking the Foo Fighters, and I'm sorry. It's like, are you not allowed to not love the Foo Fighters? Is there like a rule you have to love the Foo Fighters just because they're such great guys? Are they coming on the show?
We've been trying to get.
If a Foo Fighter comes on the show, I will try to listen to them more.
Would you? I think that'd be so great. Dave Grohl just like.
You just see my whole thing switch. I'm like, oh my god, it's Dave Grohl, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Wow.
Check Monday M.A.S. Instagram for
more
questions. Hey, and thank you to everyone that's listened for this long. It's been an hour. We've been talking for an hour. It's so easy.
For fucking hours.
Any questions?
Okay. What are your? Oh, here's two questions.
JD McCrossan.
JD is asking. What are your thoughts on William Burroughs' Naked Lunch? You ever seen Naked Lunch?
A long time ago.
Okay. And my memory is blurry, but wasn't there a contest on MTV forever ago that was surf, skate, and snow? And I believe Todd was in it and may have won.
I believe Todd won it.
I think Nathan Fletcher quit midway through. That's 100% fact.
What happened?
Naked Lunch, all I remember is like the weird lizard people. Right?
I'm going to have a Naked Lunch today.
Wow.
As soon as you leave.
That's so weird.
What about this MTV contest?
It was called Three-Way Threat, and it was actually done with Transition Productions. Kemp, our boy, who's kind of helped us out, we do tour with. It was basically a skate, surf, snow event. We surfed at Topanga. It was shitty. As shitty gets.
Okay.
And we didn't know where we were going. But the whole thing was like, just pack your bags and skate, snow, and surf, and we're going to take you.
Pack all your boards.
So we, this was in like September. So we surfed at Topanga on like a 2-inch high day. Mike Morrissey got the only wave that was like waist high the whole day. And then that night, we all thought we were going to go to Mount Hood. Yeah. They fucking put us on a plane to New Zealand.
What?
We were in New Zealand for like a day. Which is like not, you go through customs there, they're like, oh yeah, what are you doing here, mate? And we're like,
I don't know.
We're like, yeah, we're here for like a day. And so that was fun.
You for sure have drugs in your butt.
Yeah, you're for sure a drug dealer. So
you won.
So you were paired up with teams.
Oh, okay.
There was like people.
Does this end in Vegas?
Yeah, and it was like me, Omar Hassan, and Hannah Teeter were like a team. So
and you guys won.
Yeah, we won. And then we ended up in Vegas and skated this mini ramp, vert ramp combo that was in old Las Vegas. And what's Fremont Street?
And Omar did a big channel gap, right?
He ollied off of the deck of the vert ramp into the mini ramp.
Yes. Okay.
And also blew his fucking teeth out.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what he does. That's what Omar does when he...
Any more questions? That was a good one.
We have one more from Mike Nelson. Text me. Never mind.
All right. Well, it's time for my naked lunch. I'm going to ask Todd to leave. And I'll be in here all day thinking about everybody.
We're going to pick a winner.
Should we pick a winner for a hat?
Yeah, but we're not going to do it on...
Who had the best question?
We're not going to do it
Who
on
had
there.
the best question?
I don't know.
We'll get back to that. Thanks for watching and listening to the World's Greatest Action Sports Podcast.
And thanks for beefing with us.
Yeah, that was beefing. That was the beefiest episode yet. Check out Beef's TV. Our guest was amazing. Don't forget, DM us for hats and shirts and all that. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Pray for sun.
And surf.
That's it. Turn it off. It's off now.
Boom.
Are we still live? Or is that live? Is that not live?
That's live to tape.
Oh, okay.